Hello guys, Nato Ace here once again, and this is gonna be just a my thoughts of a video. And what I meant by that is that I want to give my thoughts about what I found on GoNintendo.com. They post an article there. Basically, people respond. Well, basically, send their email, their complaints to Nintendo customer about the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask limited edition problem. Okay, for people who don't know what it is, if you didn't know as of right now, at spring 2015, so I'm gonna guess April, May, to some extent, maybe early March or late March, excuse me. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is gonna come there for the 3DS. What do I think about the game? It's gonna be a different video, but I did play it like maybe 30 minutes of the game. It's one of those you have to reset the clock quest thing, so I don't know, maybe I'll get back to it. Maybe I'll get the 3DS version if it's on the markdown. But Nintendo announced in America there's a limited edition. And you get a nice statue of the Skull Kid, or I'm gonna guess Majora. I do apologize, I have no idea the story of Majora's Mask, but I think based on the Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, they call him the Skull Kid. Alright, so when they announced this, you can pre-order it only online. I think Gamestop, Best Buy are the only two stores I know right now they have it. However, what happened was the minute they opened the pre-order, both GameStop and Best Buy, within 10 minutes, boom, pre-order's full. So, what happened? Could it be that there is just a lot of fans and not enough of this product? Or is the other way around? It's something that, as a person to enjoy collecting stuff, are the resellers and the scalpers, excuse me. You know, enemy of the collectors. So what is it? Well, no one knows what's going on right now, but report basically saying is that there was very high demand, which of course, no offense, I'm sorry to say this, but no shit. Yeah, of course it's gonna be high demand. It's a Zelda game. It's one of the most popular Zelda game. They wanted this limited edition, and so it's uber limited edition, and I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of Majora's Mask, and I don't really care about the limited edition, the special, but I do care about how Nintendo's treating their fans, and I don't like it. Like I said, it's like the Amiibo, and it's really bad. It's like you hype the game. Oh, guess what, fans? If you act fast, you can get the limited edition. And when they meant fast, they really meant fast. Like you gotta be there, like clicking the button. I mean, Nintendo's not the only ones doing this. Trust me, Mattel, Hasbro, they done this in the past. Comic Con exclusive toy, you're trying to buy them. The stupid internet gets flooded, and it's like, I really hate it when they do limited edition. Why not just make it for the mass and there you go? Or are you so scared? Or companies, are you so scared that we make this awesome limited edition, nobody buys them, we wasted a lot of money? You know what? That's what Michael Pachter said. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. No, again, another word I don't want to say this, but I'm sorry to say it. Companies, don't be pussies. Make more. I mean, heck, for the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask limited edition, people wanted it. They're throwing money in your doorway, and you're like, oh, well, we can't make a lot. We're too afraid. Maybe it's too expensive because we're a bunch of pussies. You know, I do apologize saying that word, but this type of thing really just gets to me because you're not really favoring the customer. It's not really helping you. It's like basically to a dog or a cat. I got this chicken or whatever smelly, delicious food, and you're dangling to the pet, and the pet's trying to get it, and you're like, trying to get it. It's ridiculous. I mean, even Sony did this with the limited edition PS4 PlayStation 1 theme. And somebody from Sony said, oh, I don't, man, it's gonna saddens me that people would resell this. Again, sorry for the language, but no shit! What do you want him to do? You make limited edition? Yeah. I mean, have you guys even learned this in the past, or it's just not really like you don't really guys care? I mean, I don't know. So anyway, I'm sorry about that rant. I guess let's just call this a rant. All right, what happened was, again, I'm going off track. I'm going off topic here. I do apologize. Is a lot of people were sending their complaints to Nintendo customer service about it. So there was an article here, and I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna give my thoughts of what does customer service mean. And if you're a Nintendo fan, I do apologize, but this is gonna be bad because this type of cookie cutter response kind of irritates me. But I'm gonna read it anyway. So here we go. So alright, so people complain about it. I'm gonna read the one that's in bold. Links also gonna be in the description box about this. It's from GoNintendo.com, so I give thanks to them. So anyway, with that, let's read the Nintendo response. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to write to us with your feedback regarding the Legend of Zelda Majora Mask Limited Edition bundle. Yeah, well, you know what? Well, I mean, I would give thanks to anybody, whether it's negative or positive. They post comment on my video. Hey, you know, because you do take your time, so yeah, whatever. Your comment will be made for other department at the company to review and thoughtfully consider. If you guys wondering, do they really do this? Like, they're gonna send it to department and take a note? Yes and no. Yes, business law, they do have to. You can't just send it to them and then they read it and they just throw it away. That's kind of rude because, you know, you're supporting the company. They can't really do that. But when the department basically reads it, they can either do one of those things. It's either one, they can basically acknowledge it and make a note to say how can we do better our company, or two, read the complaint and just say screw this, throw it on the trash and move on. Again, you know, hopefully they do take it seriously, but sometimes when push comes to shove, they're gonna say, yep, doesn't really benefit us, why should we? Okay, so let's move on. As all Legend of Zelda fans know, it can be frustrating to see the item you want and not to be able to get it, and we sincerely emphasize. It's a challenge with limited edition product as they tend to sell out quickly because of their popularity. Well, again, I'm telling you, the problem is limited edition. Why don't you try to make a lot? Even limited edition can make a lot. No, if you're gonna make like what, 10, 20, and then that's it. Well, yeah, it's a middle finger. I mean, for goodness sake, they did this with Konami in the PS2 era, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. I mean, I pre-ordered one, and then all suddenly Konami made a report. Oh, sorry, we can't make it due to too much demand. We can't make this a lot. So they trying to screw some of the people. Didn't really care. I said, yeah, whatever, you know, screw you, GameStop, because yeah, that's where I did it. It was ridiculous. Or the recent one is Destiny. Yep, Destiny were canceling pre-orders because people wanted the Uber collector set, and they said, "Oh, sorry, man, we can't make a lot." They don't announce and say that you're gonna make some, and then, "Oh, sorry, we can't make enough because we didn't anticipate it was too much." Screw you, man. God, I hate it. I'm sorry. It's retarded. You hype it. You want the game. Oh, we want the collectors. And then you just say, oh, we can't make a lot because we didn't realize it was too much. You gotta plan it. You gotta see if it works or not, for goodness sake. And here's the same thing. What do you think is gonna happen if you announce a limited edition, especially as Legend of Zelda game? No shit. People are gonna get it. People want it. And you make it limited what? What, Nintendo? You don't have money in the bank? Where's that your war chest thing that you're supposed to have? Oh, we have a war chest. Oh, well, that's only in emergency, for goodness sake, man. Whatever. I'm sorry if I'm being pissed, because I hate when this stuff happens, because I'm going to read you the third line, and this is why I'm kind of ticked off. We also emphasize with seeing those same limited edition product product pop out on auction site, Amazon, eBay, you name it. And here's the kicker, and this I'm gonna tell you why anybody can't do anything about it. Once a customer buy a product, they are free to resell it if they wish. Let me say that again. Once customers buy a product, they are free to resell if they wish. Okay. And again, the problem is, if a guy basically trying to sell it in a higher price than what it is, you think it's illegal? No. Is it unethical? Yeah. Is it trying to screw the society? Probably. Are they a bunch of scumbag? Definitely. But is it illegal? No. That's the key word. As long as it's not illegal, people really can't do anything about it. And because it's what we call the first sales law. Alright, I'll say it again. The first sales law. Most people should know this. I think everybody should know this. But if you personally really don't know what that means, it's a common thing, really is, and it is a law. Is when a customer and a business does their transaction and they finished it. So what that means is the customer gave the money to the business gave the product to the customer, transaction is complete, and they move on in their merry way. That customer with that item, say the Legend of Zelda Majora Mask limited edition, the person can do whatever with it. The person can either keep it as a collection, open it and play the game and play the statue, or most people hate it, resell it on a higher price because that guy can't get a decent job. That's why he makes his quick buck. So you are trying to screw people. Again, it's not illegal. Can't do anything about it. Scumbag. Or other things. They can, I don't know, throw the product, give it to the poor, give it to Salvation Army, whatever. The point being, what I'm trying to say is, with that rule, the first sales law, you can't do anything about it. If the person bought it legally from a business, that customer can do whatever they want with it, and you can't do anything about it. It is frustrating when you see type of thing like, oh, I'm seeing it on eBay or I'm seeing it on Amazon. Oh my God, they're selling it higher than what it's supposed to. Yeah, those are scumbag. I'm sorry to say, but again, if they're doing it legally, they're doing it directly to the business. How it goes, they pay their money. The business gave them the product. You can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and that is unfortunate. That's the weakness of the first sales law. So the question could be that people might think, well, can, like say Nintendo, can Nintendo do something with the limited edition? Like, oh, you can't resell that product. Unfortunately, no. Again, because the same goes with second-hand product. So yeah, if I have an open toy and I used it, I don't know, maybe, but right now there is no such thing as you can't resell it just because you bought the product. Yeah, there are products that you can't really resell it. They do say it like a packing game. They do say you can't really resell. It's not for resale, and you can actually use that against them. But again, that's very gray area there. So, but right now, really, can a company do it? Probably. I don't know. Gotta talk to maybe Better Business Bureau can make that rule. But right now, is that there is no such thing as that you can't resell an item once you purchase it. Because again, like I said, first sales law basically is there. So the customer who paid in full with basically proper procedure in getting the product, that customer basically can do anything with it. So again, it's kind of tough. Like I said, whose fault is it? It's the company for not making a lot. Knowing you pull this thing, you put it a limited edition, you know what's gonna happen. Look what happened to the PlayStation 4 PS1 theme. Like I said before, one of the guy who works at Sony was disappointed. Oh my gosh, you're using this to scam people, scalp people, selling in the higher. Well, again, no shit. You make limited edition. What do you think is gonna happen? And the only counter to that is you make a lot, so the value goes down. You know, I mean, it happened before. Let's see, the ticket, like that one news, what happened with the interview, which that one guy did, trying to buy a lot of tickets for the interview, thinking he can make a quick buck. Yeah, it backfired. And you know what? I'm sorry, I don't feel for that person because, again, I have no feelings for resellers and scalpers. No offense. I don't like you guys. Or, or I'm gonna go all the way back, which is a story about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Originally was for the PS2 and the Xbox. And the Xbox is better because it has online, but different story. There was a story this guy bought a lot of copies for $40 because I think that was the MSRP. And his deal was he's gonna wait for a while and it'll be like maybe in the long run I can sell them. Guess what? Yeah, the minute Capcom basically announced it's gonna be on the PSN and Xbox Live, yeah, the value of those games went down a bit. Unless if not so much, because if you still want the physical copy, then that's by all means go ahead. But for people who just want to buy the game and play it, there you go. See, and I mean that's how you counter limited edition and against scalpers and resellers is you make a lot, so that it's so easy to get that people say, yeah, you know what, I can get it here, get it there. Ta-da! That's it. So okay, let me finish this final paragraph. In this one, I do apologize. I encourage you to check your local retail once the game is released to see if there are limited edition version available for purchase. I doubt it. Target already saying that they're not even getting limited edition. I wish you best of luck getting one. Nintendo customer service. And for me, my response to you, Nintendo customer service, two giant middle finger, because again, you know this is what's gonna happen, and you just let it happen. This is the same thing happened to my Amiibo. It did not have to happen. My gosh. It's like, oh my god. So you didn't make a lot of Villager, Mart, and Wii Fit Trainer because thinking, oh man, they're not popular. And heck, guess what in Wave 2? Pit, Lil Mac, and Captain Falcon. You don't see them anywhere yet. You see a lot of Zelda's Amiibo, Diddy Kong, and Luigi. Wow. Man, again, not treating the Amiibo with equal value. I don't like it. And yes, I am going to give my follow V-Blog on the Amiibo. That'll be a V-Blog, another video. So anyway, those are my thoughts about the Nintendo customer response to the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I think in the end of the day, I'm sorry to say, it's horseshit. So if I do apologize, I'm a little bit upset here, but as a guy, just want to get something with a decent price so I can play it, talk about it, share it to my friends about my experience. You know, you can't because it's really retarded. I'm sorry to say. You know, I'm sorry I'm using some word I never used before in a video, but this one just really just irks me so much. I do apologize for it. So anyway, I'm gonna stop here because the more I talk, the more I just get upset. So again, those are my thoughts about it. So I'm just gonna end it here. Bye.